Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here, first game of the NBA's regular season for them. In the season before, they completely controlled the series 3-0.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
And I think that's where it starts, guys. Neither team a playoff factor, but you work your way up the ladder team by team. And this is really one matchup they feel very confident with.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Rubio. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. It's stolen by Martin. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, Greg, it would work out for Minnesota with all those losses. They got the lucky bounce, Clark, and the #1 pick in the draft.
And, you know, it's the first time in a long time that the worst team in the league actually got the top pick in the draft, allowed Minnesota to add another great young big to complement Rookie of the Year, Andrew Wiggins.
Cousins with a screen on Rubio. Rondo passes to Cousins. He took good advantage of that screen.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Now here's Rondo, stolen by Martin. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. And the dunk by Towns.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Garnett, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Ben McLemore.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, KG is so loved and has given so much to the area of Minneapolis, St. Paul, the state of Minnesota. He really, Clark, views it as his home.
And Kevin, you started with him there in Minnesota.
Yes.
When he got underway in the league. Fans love having him there and involved with the franchise again for sure.
Rondo kicks to McLemore. Sacramento again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Garnett, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And, you know, for Garnett, after his playing days are over, I got to believe he's going to be looking to take some ownership in this Wolves organization. He is a beloved figure here in Minneapolis.
And yes, sir, that one drops. 6 points here for Cousins.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And Rubio kicks to Martin. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
And if KG did become a shareholder in the Wolves, it would be wild. I mean, could you imagine how intimidating contract negotiations would be with him sitting across the table?
The drive by Game. The shot no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to talk with head coach Flip Saunders. He said a big part of their focus defensively will be on trying to contain Rudy Gay, adding, he presents some challenges because he can shoot over the top and also he's a tremendous finisher inside. We've got to force them to that left hand, but I'm hoping we won't have to double too much because they have plenty of other guys who can knock it down. Kevin, the challenges are full.
All right, Doris. Here's Rubio. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another thing, I mean, they've done a great job early of creating chaos on defense, being disruptive, and getting steals through the first half of today's game.
Wiggins outside. 30 seconds left in the first quarter, and he lays it straight in.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
The Kings trail by 6. Rondo dishes to Gay. Wiggins with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Here's Bellinelli. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside, Martin. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Greg, no uncontested shots for the most part. That's why they've had success.
Collison is out there with James Anderson. Then there's Caspi, and it's Caron Butler, and it's Kufis in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. So it's Minnesota now. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Shot clock at 6. Here's Levine. He's covered by Anderson. Levine can't hit. And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And the wide open shot from Collison. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Collison's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Sacramento. The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
Now here's Pekovic. Levine passes to Bjelica. Misses from close range. The Kings trail by 3. The kick outside to Butler. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Timberwolves have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Jones with it. Picked up by Collison. And Pekovic throws it down.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Muhammad. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Butler. The Kings trailing. A 3 from Anderson. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Anderson's got 5 points so far.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively. Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Cauley-Stein. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons, and he's been a contributor and an impact player on all of them. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas.
Darren Collison played a career-high 35 minutes a game last year. Seemed to help him find his rhythm, Greg, on offense.
And his coach had confidence in him, and boy, did he deliver. Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that hip injury shut him down after 45 games, but a positive season for him to build upon nonetheless.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Caspi. And Curry subbed in for James Anderson.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Here's Levine after the Kings pick up 2. Jang a screen. Levine kicks to Muhammad. Dishes to Jones. The tray. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Now here's Curry. To the middle. Here's Koufos. Can't throw it down with one hand. Levine kicks to Jones. Down low. And stolen by Koufos. And now it's Collison running. He can go all the way. That one goes. Collison's got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing.
And Kosta Koufos, an excellent rotation center. I mean, he gets after it on the inside. He'll give you some rebounds, can block some shots. He's made himself into a factor.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Shabazz Muhammad. Kevin Martin is checked in for Levine. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Jones. Now here's Wiggins. Here's Towns. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Sacramento.
So he gets them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
The Kings trail by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Gay, and he dunks it right over Jang. Oh, wow!
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the first half comes.